Hello and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Sword with me, Choco Billy. Thank you for joining me for this Let's Play. Alright, English, please. I am a male with brownish dark hair. Although I used to be ginger as a child, very much a redhead. But as I evolved, unfortunately, my hair turned brown. Not that there's anything wrong with brown hair. I still have a ginger beard, and I still have the qualities you would associate with a ginger person. So I would have liked to have kept my ginger hair, but oh, there we are. Anyway, enough about me. Tell me about you. Cool. First Pokemon game to have autosave as well. I have played the first 8 or so hours of this game, so I do know what's to come for a little bit, but anyway, enjoy. I've seen some reviews of this game. Some people complain about the lack of voice acting, and I kinda get what they mean, because in this game there is some nice crisp cutscenes, and it feels like they could benefit from voice acting. Also a Pokemon game without the professor of the land introducing the game, the chairman. It is one of our new Pokemon. I have no idea what it's called. That's a Pidove. The gap in his moustache and beard somewhat irritates me. You can clearly see the influence of football that's had on this version. By football I mean soccer, of course, being this is based in the UK and I am a UK native. Rose. An exhibition match. Yeah, it's wearing its colours on its sleeve. Where'd that Charizard come from? He wasn't there many times. Such a janky and awkward hand signal. Ah yes, and the new gimmick of this Pokemon game is Dynamax or Gigantamax, depending on the Pokemon. All Pokemon can Dynamax, but certain Pokemon can Gigantamax? I don't remember. Or maybe Gigantamax is all Pokemon, Dynamax is vice versa. Anyway. Ah, little Wooloo. Welcome home. I think they did a good job of replicating a typical British cottage home. It's quite cute. Enter stage right, our rival Hop, or one of the many in this game from what I've gathered. Nice little touch. Mum, rather than mom. So Hop is Leon's brother. So I imagine he's used to the constant barrage of fans and matches. Alright. And the ripped jeans. Something I'm not a fan of, but oh well. I must admit that the little bumping noise does irritate me a bit. Because if you do get caught in a corner, like investigating, and just like... It's a little annoying, but it's just minor things. Little Munchlax having a snooze. Oh, sorry, buddy. Is anything on the TV? Is it Stand By Me, like it was in the original? Nice little nod to the soaps of British culture. Coronation Street or EastEnders or Hollyoaks, dare I say it. Another nice little touch, like the mats with the wellies on, and the... I don't know, these aren't things that are exclusive to England. It's just things that I noticed in this game which I kind of resonate with. I like that it's your dad's bag as well. I have no idea if your dad has any part to play in this game. As in all Pokemon games, like dads seem to be either missing or not a huge part of it. Yep, we know how to use the menu. Press X. There we are. Save, Tam Up. Tam Up is, yeah, like front and center of this game. I quite like it because this is also your fast travel once you get to it. It feels big, but it's mostly due to the fact that everything's made to be a bit bigger. This is the wild area as well. Kind of loops up around here. Supposedly as big as one of the Breath of the Wild, or a couple of the Breath of the Wild areas, but it feels a bit smaller to me. But we'll get to them when we get to it. But yeah, so we can see all the places we can go to now. So that's Hammerlock and Stownside. Very nice nods to English towns and cities. Circhester, or Cookshire, but Circhester is how I'd pronounce it. Spikemouth, Hammerlock, Stownside, Ballonley, Turfield, Motorstoke, nope. Wedgehurst, and Poswick. So a nice little fun fact for you is I am from Norwich in Norfolk in the UK, and one of the, not so much a district, one of the areas of Norwich on the very outskirts is Poswick, and it's spelled exactly the same as that. So that made me quite happy when I saw that. That's just a neat little thing. And then you got like the slumbering weald. It's nice use of terms, things that you'd only find really in England, I guess. Like I guess you could have gone one step further and have the slumbering fens or something like that. But yeah. Anyway, enough about the geography. Have a quick look at the options. Yeah, text speed, fast. I'll leave the battle effects on for now, but we'll change that later. Switch, because it's always nice to have that option. Yeah, so automatically send to party or not. I don't know what happens if you... Or manual, I guess. I never caught enough Pokemon for my team to get full before, so we'll just leave it as is. Maybe you can send a Pokemon you've got currently on team to the box rather than the one you just caught, which would be quite nice. Yeah, give nicknames, because I like to nickname every Pokemon I catch. Well, every unique Pokemon. So if I like caught 10 Pidgeys, I'm not going to nickname them all. That'll just be for grinding purposes. Yeah, so, yeah. That's just a strange decision, but yeah, okay. We'll guess we'll keep that. And then skip movies. Nope, not going to be skipping them. No. Appreciate the option turn on, though. Balls, yeah, battle items, berries, other items, TMs, treasures, ingredients, and key items. And you start with a fishing rod, which is nice. So no more of that. Poor rod, great rod, good rod, whatever. Oh, alright then. Thanks, Mum. And a cute little English cottage as well. I spent a lot, well, I say a lot, I spent a good portion of my childhood growing up in a small, sleepy English village, so seeing things like this, and you could argue that if you mirrored this so that the L shape was of the direction, it's similar to a cottage I grew up in when I was a kid. So yeah, I feel a lot of this game, especially early game, resonates with me quite a bit, and I really like that. Yeah, it is a little clunky, that bag. It's effectively a briefcase with back straps. That's a determined little Wooloo. Yeah. Oop. Welcome to the town of Pozic. A farming town since days of old, where people and the Pokemon live in close harmony. That's pretty much every place in Pokemon, let's be honest. Yeah, like it feels like the first. Like, it's not the first proper 3D Pokemon game. It's the first one where they've really made an effort to embrace the environment around the game. Even though the graphical fidelity is not that fantastic. Look at the grass on the other side of that wall. Neither the floor texture nor the grass itself looks particularly great. But I don't pay attention to such little things like that. Some people, they just can't bear to look at that sort of thing, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, it sure is. Nope, they're going through there. Yeah, so this is our hometown of Pozic, and there's literally 2 buildings here. Our home and Hop's home. That's it. It's quite fun. I appreciate the little battle arena at the front of the house. Something a champion would need. I think it's safe to say that my household income versus Hop's household income is vastly different. Also, keep an eye out for any photos or anything of Hop. So you can see on the left wall there's a picture of Leon, and Leon's wall is adorned with trophies, and there's trophies around the house that Leon's won, but nothing of Hop. And I feel that really does explain a lot of his character in this game. Just always living in his brother's shadow. I mean, I'm looking at this too deep. There's a character in a Pokemon game, right? Purloin. Cute. Yeah, so more trophies of Hop and pictures. Leon, sorry. And then there's Leon, all on the shelves, all his trophies and medals and awards and. I mean, Hop's his hero, sure. Leon is Hop's hero. Pardon my mis talking. But that's mostly due to the fact that, like, this is Hop's room, I presume. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like the funky, old school artwork. But just look at his brother's room. I don't know what's with all the caps as well. Dude loves his caps. I think he's a bit of a collector. He's obsessed. The same reason he's so good is he doesn't care that much about Pokemon battling. He just loves collecting trophies. Look at that. Dude's got a picture of himself on his own shelf. Ish. And the bro gym gear as well. With an exercise ball. Your grandma. Yeah, Hop's got no one to look up to, really. I mean, we don't know. We don't find out an extensive amount about Hop and Leon's family life, but I feel kind of sorry for Hop. it's always kind of like, you're going to follow in your brother's footsteps, and yeah. Alright, so no wild battles for us yet. Here we are, Route 1. Mate. Alright, mate. Calm down, mate. Very, very short Route 1. And also, apparently, Leon's gonna get lost between here and our house, despite the fact that he literally has to walk forwards and he's home. I'm not sure if it's intentional, but I like that Wedge House and Possock are so close to each other. Which is a lot like some of the villages in England. Like, you walk for 100 meters and you've gone from one town to another. I mean, it's also true of Pokemon games, but... And witness the frame rate drop. That is the only real time I've noticed a proper frame rate drop like that. Obviously due to the crowded screen. Apparently the hand signal that people, for the gang signs that people throw up around Leon is the Charizard symbol. I guess it's because Charizard's only got 3 fingers. Which is a bit strange though. Grandpa and Grandma on the right, they've got their arthritis, they can't handle it, so they just have to, they'll just wave and smile. Not entirely sure why that was necessary for us to walk there when you could have just had him come here. Oh well. Eesh, Hop, chill, man. Maybe he wants to surprise us. Shouldn't be so entitled, you know. Showtime! Alright, so picking our starters. Got Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. In my playthrough first time around, I picked Scorbunny, this little chap. He's alright, he's very speed based. And in this case, it means that your rival picks the weaker against you. So they picked Grookey, and that means... Well, I'm probably gonna pick Sobble this time around. Because I've seen the 2 evolutions of these two. I've seen the first evolution of Grookey and Scorbunny, and honestly I'm not very impressed with either of them. And I've always thought that with the starter Pokemon, and this goes all the way back through to Gen 1, I always thought that the first evolution was always like that kind of awkward teenager phase, where it's like they're kind of still growing into their bodies and all their proportions are a little bit out. But yeah, Grookey I have never liked the look of. I think Scorbunny looks fine, and Sobble I'm not huge on his design, but I think I'd rather pick the water starter this time around. I'm looking at what they could be later on down the line. Grookey could be grass fighting, using a staff or some sort. Then I also think Scorbunny could be firefighting, but we've had a couple of firefighting. I think what you got, Blaziken, and I don't remember if Infernape is fighting type or not, but either way, there's already at least one fighting fire starter, so hopefully it won't be that. And I have literally no idea what Sobble's dual typing could be. If there's a dual typing at all, it might not be, but either way, I'm going to go with Sobble. I hadn't really thought about this. How tardy of me. Sobble. I have no idea what he'll end up looking like, so I don't want to... Alright, I've decided. Dewey. He's going to be called Dewey. Although, it's worth noting that I won't be using him much for late game. So when I play Pokemon games, I tend to play it in the vein of being a particular trainer type. Yeah, Scorbunny kind of fits Hop's personality as well, which is good. Always rushing off ahead and being a bit hot to trot. Get it? Yeah, so I play a particular trainer type, and it's Bug Poison. Now that doesn't mean I exclusively use Bug Poison types, so I don't know, Venomoth and Ariados, those likes. I mean either Bug or Poison. And yeah, I like this. Normally with all the other Pokemon games, the third starter is kind of gets left out, but this time the champion takes the starter who's strong against you, and your rival gets the weak one. Alright, time for a barbecue. I have no idea what that sound is, but it sounds like someone doing a really bad impression of a hi-hat. Yeah, so I normally use Bug and Poison types. I say normally, I always use Bug and Poison types. The morning after. So, there's obviously new Pokemons, many I don't know, but I've seen a few of the ones I'm going to be using for this playthrough. There's, I believe, 400 Pokemon total in this game. There was a lot of outrage when people said about not all the Pokemon going to be in this game. I never expected all of them to be in this game, if I'm perfectly honest. I think it's maybe a little naive to have expected that, given the fact that there's over 900 Pokemon now, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. Either way, unfortunately, my favourite Pokemon of all time, Ariados, is not in this game. So they shan't be there, but I have kind of formulated my team already. I've got 5 out of the 6 in my head for what I'm going to be doing. And thankfully, the first one I can catch is just around the corner. Yeah, let's do this. So one of my gripes with this game is the musical direction. I actually like, I don't know, 70% of the music, but every now and then there's this one song and I'm just like, nah, I can't listen to it. Yeah, let's just pound and growl. Let's go for it. Also, a nice little touch is that the first battle against your rival, he has 2 Pokemon to start with already. So yeah, I have a couple of gripes with this game. The first one is the musical direction. The music style doesn't feel consistent. And like with the original Pokemon games, there was a lot of songs that are so memorable and you'll be able to kind of like hum, like I can sing some of the songs from Red and Blue and Gold and Silver to this day. But a lot of these songs just feel very similar, too similar to really be memorable. And the second gripe with this game is there is far too much hand-holding. And that's a prime example of it. The first battle, we get a level up and a water gun. Now that makes sense from a kind of tutorial perspective. As when you do this, they recognise the fact that you're using type advantages, and that's quite a cool way of doing it. And it means that you won't have to suffer through a tutorial about type advantages and all that kind of crap. Even though in the original Pokemon games you had to willingly go out and seek the trainer school and find out about, you know, status ailments and that sort of stuff. The only real thing they forced upon you, the only tutorial they forced upon you was either just a battle at the very beginning or how to catch a Pokemon. But this game does handholding in a different way. The items are abundant, and I mean that just not in generic items, but TMs as well. Money, there's just stuff everywhere. Oh, healing you as well. Like, you barely need to go to a Pokestop now. Pokestop, wow, too much Pokemon Go. You barely need to go to a Poke Center anymore because you just transition from one screen to another and there's a person who'll be like, oh, I'll heal you up for you. Or before any fight, like against Hop, they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll heal your Pokemon before we fight. It's like, eesh. That said, I'm really enjoying this game. Like I said, I've put about 8 hours into it before this, and I haven't found anything yet that's really turned me off the game. Alright, get ourselves a Pokedex. Alright, fine. Ah, that silly Wooloo. He broke the gate down. I mean, I guess that falls in line with some of the rams you can get, which are pretty tenacious and just keep headbutting you and won't stop until you're no longer encroaching in their space or they just knock themselves out. Let's go save him. We shall defy the adults of this world. I always want to call this place the Siege Weald, which is one of the first places in Final Tactics. This is Slumbering Weald. I quite like the music here. I think it's nice and chilled. Alright, we'll proceed through this place in the next episode. I'll see you there.